Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Video Games back with another really cool arcade game video for you. Got a really neat one today. This is Namco's Pac-Man 25th Anniversary arcade game. This was one of the last games you really saw a lot of in arcades. Went to the movies the other day and they didn't have one arcade game in the whole place, but I'll bet whenever they hauled them all out, this was probably the last one they got rid of, because these still actually earn money. They call this the 25th anniversary because it was released 25 years after the first one. Simple as that. 1980 to 2005. And so on the left side they put kind of a variation of the Pac-Man art that was on the original cabinet. Looks cool. And then on the front they put Pac-Man art, Miss Pac-Man art, and Galaga art, because these have all three games on them. And on this side they just made it have the Galaga art. Really neat. Everybody's played one of these reunion. This is actually the 25th anniversary, when there was another one called Namco Reunion, which just had Miss Pac-Man and Galaga, but it had Pac-Man on it too that was hidden. And it was in a blue cabinet that looked like Miss Pac-Man on one side and then looked like Galaga on the other side. But Pac-Man was hidden in it. On the title screen you could do a little something and make it happen. These had a big huge 25-inch monitor in them instead of the original 19. And here's the control panel overlay. This side says Pac-Man 1 and 2, Miss Pac-Man, move, fire, and then on this side it says Galaga start 1 and 2. I had these out on location a lot, making money off of them, and the thing was, people would walk up and they thought that that started Galaga and this started Pac-Man. It did not work like that. The start buttons were tied together, they're the same thing, but they kind of messed up when they did that. Like, it's on Miss Pac-Man right now, so if you walk up and hit the Galaga start, people thought that they were starting Galaga by doing that, but you had to select it, you know. So we actually had people complaining, if you can believe that. But there it is. So it goes to this little menu: Pac-Man 25th anniversary plus 1 or 2 player start, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga. Of course, we've got it on free play. Alright, so we'll look at the art on the bezel here. That may be too dark for you to read, but I'll read it for you. Instructions on the left side: insert coin, select 1 or 2 players. Pac-Man, avoid the ghosts. Dots score 10 points. 4 dots flashing energizers score 50 points. After energizing, Pac-Man can attack the ghosts. Beware of flashing monsters, which are about to change to the dangerous colors. Nothing more dangerous than pink. Monster point values: 200, 400, 800, 1600. Extra points: 100, 200, 500 for the pretzel, 700 for the peach, 1,000 for the apple, 2,000 for the pear, and 5,000 for the banana. And then on the other side, it's got the Galaga stuff. Again, it might be too dark for you, but instructions: see screen for scoring and bonus information. Insert coin. To start, press 1 or 2 player button. Control stick moves ships right or left. To fire, press button. Galaga captures space fighter with tractor beam. Capture of last fighter ends game. When Galaga is destroyed, space fighter freed. Freed fighter docks for double fire power. Everybody's played these, but I thought it'd be cool to show you this neat version of it that they released in 2005, the anniversary edition. This one here, this particular one, was a kind of a home use. This was an actual commercial one, but somebody bought it and just used it in their home. So it's got the overlay's a little faded. You might not be able to tell, but it's a little faded. It's not quite as vibrant and as it originally was. And the meter, whoop, you might not be able to see it. There you go. 515 plays, people. But it's on free play. And there's a little volume knob and a test switch. It's original back of the coin door. Everything's in real nice shape. It's a nice little game. Still looks good. But really, it's not that old. It's only 9 years old. This particular one was built in 2006, according to the sticker on the back. But I think they did a really good job on it. They put the nice cool orange T-molding on it. There's a little bit of damage right there to the cabinet, but it's just the art. The art just peeled off a little bit. Other than that, everything's in really nice shape. So there you go. I'll play one quick game of each game just to show you how they kind of worked on the new boards, but everything plays pretty much exactly like the original. So be back in a second. All right, folks, we are back with the Pac-Man 25th anniversary cabinet. Now, this monitor is slightly degoused, if you can tell. Right there, so it's purple instead of blue. If you ever get a game and it's got something like that going on somewhere, that's just because of, believe it or not, the Earth's magnetic force. Yeah, but it's easy to fix. You can get there's a little degaussing coil you can use to fix it. And also, if you just turn the machine, you'll see that spot go away. That's trippy. So anyway, just ignore the slightly discolored area right here. There is nothing wrong with this monitor or your monitor or my camera. So we're just going to play through a little bit. We'll just see if these games are exactly like the original or not. You guys can tell me. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you folks are old pros at something as basic as Pac-Man. So let's see. So again, you got two sets of start buttons. You can hit any of them. And we're on free play right now. So, and you come to this little screen. It says Pac-Man 25th Anniversary Edition. Press 1 or 2 player start. And then you've got Pac-Man, who is animated because he's highlighted. If you go down to Miss Pac-Man, now she's animated because she's highlighted. Or you go down to Galaga, which is animated because he's highlighted. But we'll play them in order. So of course, to all the kids watching, the difference between Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man is Pac-Man shows the same screen over and over again. Miss Pac-Man, the screen changes, and she had a hair bow. Whoop, 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 whoop. Go ahead, make my day. Standard disclaimer, I'm not very good at video games, even Pac-Man. So if you're looking for some like Billy Mitchell level excellence, you're on the wrong video, folks. Oh no. Bloop bloop. Yeah, now what? Oh, how they run. Mm-hmm. This game is so well designed. Listen to the sound in the background, how it goes up higher the more pellets I eat. Hear it? The whistle kind of sounding. Now it's higher. Just to make it seem more frantic so that you're like, oh no, oh, and you don't even notice it at first. But they do that just to get you more excited as you get closer and closer to beating the board. So I think it'll go up one more time. Can I get it? Can I get him? All right. So now it'll start back at normal. Did you see him gaining on me? Woohoo! I got lucky. I got to go, folks. Oh no! Whoa! Ah! All right. Get to the tunnel. Look, they were smart enough not to go in the tunnel. What am I gonna do? It's a nail. Oh, it caught him. Oh man. They're cheating. They seem to be getting faster. Come on, you suckers. Oh. Also added to the original because you couldn't continue on the original. All right, so that's Pac-Man. Seemed pretty similar to the original to me. Let's try Miss Pac-Man. So notice the background noise is different. Do 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 do. Basically, if you're playing for points, it's stupid to just do it the way I do it, where I'm just trying to finish the level, but oh well, it's fun to finish the level. It's fun to get it to the point where it's like really hard because they're going so fast. back in the day, you know, this would have been mind-blowing that the maze actually changed. How did they do that? It was one game, now it's a completely different game. Oh! Nope. Notice it's doing the same trick with the background sound. It gets more high pitched as you clear more pellets. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right, so that seemed very similar to the original. Game is over, folks. And finally, Galaga. Now this one, to be honest, I mentioned it on the I shot a video recently of Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, and Donkey Kong Jr. too. That we've got like the Namco reunion version of that or whatever, but the Namco remake of that. But I mentioned that the bigger monitor kind of messes you up. On this game, it kind of does, because if you've played Galaga a lot, it's got a 19-inch monitor. This is a 25-inch monitor. But what the problem that has is that the screen is so big, it's harder to see everything that's going on as you stand here and play it. So I'm not great at Galaga anyway, but the people that are really good at Galaga don't really like playing it on a 25-inch monitor, because the whole bunch of guys coming at you and all that stuff, it's just harder to take it all in. Whenever the monitor's bigger, you have to use more of your field of vision. So that's my excuse for why I suck so bad at this game. Okay, so that sound, basically the opening theme didn't sound good at all on this, I don't think. It's just not as good as the original one. By the way, in this cabinet, you could change, you could set Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man on fast, put the so-called speed-up chip in it, with the flick of a switch in the settings of this Namco version. And then also on Galaga here, you could turn on the rapid fire. What? That didn't sound anything like the original. That's a little off too. Basically, the original sounds on these games were made with these obsolete chips, and so now they just have to kind of sample it. They don't have they can't use the original chips anymore, so they don't sound quite exactly the same. So you're listening to a sampled version of all the music. What's he doing to me? the sound effects to me sound the same, but the melodies that they're playing are off, in my opinion. And the explosion whenever your ship blows up is off. That part was right. Like, all that's right. That's right. So this is the stage 10, I believe, which they don't shoot at you when they come out. Every 9th stage, they don't shoot whenever they come out. I think that's right. Might be every 10th stage. I think it's every 9th. And once they go down, all the way down, whenever they come back through, they're faster. I don't think the blue ones do, but I think the red ones do. See, that's off. I wonder if the speaker's just having trouble with it or something. The 2 Pac-Man games, though, sounded fine. Horrible. It's weird how they're not getting faster when they come down. Maybe that's a difficulty setting. I don't know. Oh yeah, I think the difficulty's set different because I'm only on stage 10 right now. That's crazy. If you want to hear the difference in the sound that I'm talking about, I've actually got a video of Galaga here on my channel. On my channel too, the original Galaga. You can see that it's off a little bit. So there you go. That is Namco's Pac-Man 25th anniversary. So, in my opinion, Pac-Man played almost identical. Miss Pac-Man played almost identical, and it seems to me like the sound's a little weird on Galaga. But it may just be this particular cabinet or this speaker. I will do further investigation. But by the time you see this video, if you would like to purchase this game, it may already be sold. What's an arcade fan to do? It may have packed its way over to somebody else's house. But we've always got arcade games in. We've got a ton of them here in our shop. You can see all the ones that we have available right now on our website at lionsarcade.com. Or you can stop by and see us in person. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we've got a building here with just tons of games in it for sale at all times. And if you're not looking to buy a game, or you don't live local, so you're not going to come by, that's fine too. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube. We will be putting up tons more videos like this one. So we'll see you on that next video.